サラサラmeans silky, hair slipping through your fingers. Add 2 tiny dots. ザラザラ, sandpaper. One mark flips smooth into rough because Japanese texture words run on a code, and you can crack it in minutes. Here's the mistake almost every learner makes, filing these doubled words away as cute sounds to memorize someday. They're actually gitaigo, mimetic words for states. A towel makes no noise, yet Japanese keeps hundreds of words for exactly how it feels in your hand, and those words follow rules. Before this video ends, I'll hand you a word you've never studied, and you'll know how it feels before I translate it. Let's prove your ear already knows the first rule. 2 snack words, saku and zaku. One is a thin biscuit breaking cleanly. The other is a shovel biting into gravel. 3 seconds. Which one is the biscuit? It's saku. The voiceless sa reads light and delicate. The voiced za reads heavy and coarse. Nobody taught you that. You heard it. That contrast runs through the entire vocabulary. The linguist Shoko Hamano mapped Japanese mimetics and found that the voicing of the first consonant carries meaning. Voiceless sounds feel light, fine, delicate. Add dakuten, those 2 little dots, and the same root turns heavy, coarse, intense. Hua hua is light and airy like fresh bread. Bua bua is bloated, heavy softness. Look at the kana. The dots sit on the character like visible extra weight. Light sound, light feel. Heavy sound, heavy feel. Now the second half of the code, the doubling itself. Hua, clipped short, is 1 instant of softness. Your hand lands on a towel and it's over. Doubled, hua hua, the softness keeps going. Yuki wa hua hua shiteta. The snow stayed soft the whole time you touched it. A clipped single burst marks 1 moment. A doubled word means the feeling lasts. The shape of the word is doing grammar on its own. And the grammar is friendlier than you'd fear, because 1 texture word slots into a sentence 4 different ways. Suru makes it a verb, beta beta suru, to be sticky. To makes it an adverb, hua hua to shita pan, fluffy bread. Na makes it an adjective, tsurutsuru na yuka, a smooth floor. Or let it stand at the end on its own. Hada ga tsurutsuru da, my skin is smooth. 1 word, 4 jobs, 0 conjugation tables, which is exactly why these fill casual Japanese. So where do these words actually live? Run 1 ordinary day through them. Morning, face into a fresh towel. Hua hua. August commute, shirt glued to your back. Ase de bita bita, tacky with sweat. Afternoon, a cafe cat licks your hand, and that small tongue is genuinely zara zara, rough as fine sandpaper. By night, your shoulders sit kachi, the same rock-hard word Japanese uses for water frozen solid. 4 sensations, 4 words, no effort. But 1 member of this family can wreck a compliment. Here's the trap that catches even good learners. Your friend's skin is glowing after a new skincare routine. You know, hada ga tsurutsuru da lands as a real compliment, smooth, clean, polished. Then you remember another slippery word, nuru nuru, and figure it's a synonym. Is it safe? No, you've just called your friend slimy. Nuru nuru is slippery with a film, the word for slugs and wet bathroom tiles. For skin, stay with tsurutsuru or sube sube, velvety soft, nearly always a compliment. Keep nuru nuru for things that are honestly slimy. And while we're in the sticky corner, Japanese splits sticky itself. Beta beta is surface sticky, syrup on your fingers, tape residue. Neba neba is stringy sticky. Natto wa neba neba shiteiru, the beans lifting off the rice in long, stubborn threads. Swap them and it simply sounds wrong. Beta beta even moonlights as a personality word. A couple all over each other in public is beta beta suru, clingy. When texture words start describing people, you know how deep this vocabulary runs. Touch is only half the family. These words also cover what you see. Pika pika, one solid gleam. Polished shoes, a brand new car. Kira kira, scattered sparkle. Stars, jewelry, shining anime eyes. Now choose carefully. Someone calls your hair tsuya tsuya. Someone calls your forehead teka teka. Which one made your day? Tsuya tsuya, healthy, glossy shine, straight out of a shampoo commercial. Teka teka is grease shine, the oily forehead at 3 in the afternoon. Same light, opposite complement. And keep the dots rule loaded because your no-study test is coming. Nowhere does this vocabulary work harder than food. Japanese treats texture as its own axis of deliciousness. Shokkan, literally eat feel, and fills that axis with mimetics. Mochi mochi, chewy and springy like fresh mochi. Shakshaki, the cold snap of just cut lettuce. Torotoro, slow-cooked pork belly collapsing on your tongue. They even stack. Huatoro, fluffy outside and molten inside, the signature of a great omurice. And researchers have actually counted. One study classified 445 Japanese texture terms, far more than comparable lists in any other language. And Japan knows texture sells. Walk into a konbini. Kabaya's chocolate biscuit is literally named Saksaku Panda, crispy panda. The texture word is the brand name. On packaging, fuwa or mochi mochi isn't decoration, it's the promise you're paying for, which turns every snack aisle in Japan into a free flashcard deck. Read the labels. That's studying. Time to collect on my promise. Here is a word you have never studied. Gotsu gotsu. Run the code. The first consonant is voiced. Expect heavy, hard, coarse. It's doubled, a lasting state, not a single bump. Commit to a guess. Gotsu gotsu means rugged and knobbly, craggy rock faces, gnarled working hands. You just read a Japanese word from pure sound. No dictionary, no flashcards. And Japanese loves texture so much that even kanji join in. Dekoboko means bumpy. And look at those characters. They're a literal picture of bumps. One register note before you go use these: texture mimetics live in casual talk, menus, reviews, and ads. That's home turf. In a formal report, reach for plain adjectives instead. Everywhere else, they make your Japanese warmer and more vivid on contact. So here's the whole code on one card. Light sound, light feel. 2 dots, heavier and coarser. Doubled, the feeling lasts. Now drop your favorite food in the comments, described in exactly one texture word. I'll know precisely what you mean. That's the magic of these words. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you'd like to keep learning Japanese in real context, where these words actually live, Amenokori, the #1 app to learn Japanese in context, is free on the Apple App Store and Google Play.